What if reaching the age of 100 was easier than you imagine? Japan's oldest doctor lived beyond 100, continuing to see patients at that age. He didn't depend on pills or rigid diets. Instead, he consumed the same simple foods daily. Before he passed, he shared his secret. Let's explore it so you can begin today. In the US, the average lifespan is 76, while in Okinawa. In Japan, the average life expectancy is 84, with many individuals surpassing the century mark, still engaging in activities like walking, cooking, and gardening. Their secret lies not in pills or costly treatments. It's about their diet and lifestyle. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara lived to 105, practicing medicine until he was 100. His philosophy centered on simple meals, consistent habits, and finding joy in the little things. Today, we will explore 5 principles he adhered to and how they can revolutionize your energy, digestion, and clarity after the age of 60. What a blunder, yet one of indulgence and neglect. Let's delve into a concept that may seem straightforward at first glance: the way we approach food in the West. Here, the aim is often to achieve fullness, clean your plate, finish strong, and larger portions equate to better value. However, in Okinawa, Japan, where longevity is commonplace, the perspective shifts dramatically. They embrace the practice of hirachi-byu, which encourages eating until one is only 80% full, just 80%, and then stopping. Why is this significant? Consuming slightly less helps to reduce excess calorie intake, lower inflammation, and diminish oxidative stress on the organs, all while supporting a healthy weight without the need for dieting. Even the National Institute on Aging has associated moderate caloric restriction with increased lifespan and improved metabolic health. Dr. Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing physician, embodied this philosophy. He advocated for eating lightly, savoring meals slowly, and leaving the table with a sense of mild dissatisfaction. It for his enthusiasm and lucidity well past 90. Let's meet Helen, 68. She grew up hearing not to waste food, so she always cleaned her plate, even after feeling full. Over time, she noticed sluggish digestion, afternoon fatigue, and poor sleep. Then she heard about hirachi-byu. She began pausing halfway through each meal, asking herself if she was still hungry or just finishing out of habit. The result? More energy, better sleep, less bloating, and surprisingly, more joy at the table. Try this tonight: eat slower, breathe between bites, and when you feel 70% full, pause. Because how much you eat is just the beginning. Next, let's explore what to eat and why. Japan's preferred sources of protein might catch you off guard. The second misstep is overlooking beans and plant-based proteins. Let's discuss protein. It's crucial for strength, recovery, and healthy aging. However, many people, particularly in the West, make a common error: they equate protein solely with meat. In Okinawa, home to one of the longest living populations on Earth, the majority of protein is derived not from steaks or chicken, but from plants, particularly soybeans. Fermented soybean paste with tofu nat edamame, these aren't merely traditional foods, they are part of everyday life. Essential components of the Japanese longevity diet hold significance due to the presence of soy-based foods, which are rich in complete plant protein and isoflavones that aid in reducing inflammation and promoting heart health. Fiber that supports and enriches your digestive health. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular soy intake is associated with lower LDL cholesterol, improved bone density, and a reduced risk of cognitive decline. Direct Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing physician, consumed tofu nearly every day, convinced it maintained his arterial health and ensured smooth digestion well into his 90s. Now, meet Frank, a 73-year-old retiree who had always steered clear of soy due to concerns about hormones and estrogen. However, after viewing a documentary on Japanese centenarians, he opted to embrace a change. Twice a week, he replaced red meat with a tofu stir-fry featuring bok choy, garlic, and ginger. Effortless, bright, fulfilling. 3 weeks later, his blood pressure decreased, his joint pain subsided, and he no longer took afternoon naps. Here's the main point: there's no requirement to adopt a vegetarian lifestyle, but finding balance is essential. Consider incorporating lentils, black beans, or tofu into your meals just twice a week. Next, we'll explore a potent anti-aging shield found in a food that many Americans overlook, yet the Japanese consume every morning. Let's delve into that. Now, on to mistake number 3, neglecting fermented foods. Let's discuss one of Japan's most understated secrets to longevity. It's not merely a vitamin or a supplement, it's a cherished tradition, served warm, gentle, and brimming with vitality: fermented foods. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's legendary physician, began each morning with a humble bowl of miso soup. To him, it wasn't just comfort food, it was a daily ritual of healing. Pickled vegetables, fermented seaweed, these are all staples in the Okinawan diet, brimming with live probiotics that nourish your gut. They contain digestive enzymes that help break down nutrients and anti-inflammatory compounds that safeguard your brain, joints, and immune system. In the West, many seniors turn to probiotic pills, but authentic fermented foods provide something far richer. The fusion of whole foods and living microbes produces outcomes that pills seldom achieve. Allow me to introduce Claire. At 70, she is a retired librarian who faced years of bloating, irregular digestion, and discomfort after meals. Despite trying fiber powders, digestive enzymes, and every probiotic available, nothing seemed to help until a friend gifted her a jar of real miso paste. She began sipping a warm miso broth each morning, just 1 cup, without any major dietary changes or supplements. By the second week, the transformation was evident: her bloating disappeared, her energy levels improved, and her afternoons felt lighter. Her appetite became more stable. The secret lay in the live and active bacteria, not in a capsule. You can embark on this journey too. Simply try a spoonful of miso in warm water or enjoy a few slices of naturally fermented pickles. This approach isn't solely about gut health, it's about embracing aging with balance. Now, let's delve into one food group often overlooked in the West, which the Japanese consume daily and attribute to their robust hearts and clear arteries. Error number 4. Being afraid of carbohydrates and avoiding sweet potatoes. In the West, there's a prevailing notion that carbohydrates are the enemy, a sentiment echoed far and wide. The advice to cut carbs for weight loss is common, and seniors are often cautioned against starches. However, the reality is that not all carbohydrates are the same. Some, like those consumed daily in Okinawa, may actually contribute to longevity. Let's delve into Japanese purple sweet potatoes. They are not merely vibrant in color but also remarkably potent. In fact, they constitute over 60% of the daily caloric intake for Okinawan centenarians. What sets them apart? They are rich in anthocyanins, antioxidants that safeguard blood vessels and combat cellular aging, as well as fiber that aids in stabilizing blood sugar and enhancing digestion. Potassium and vitamin C are vital for maintaining heart and immune health, and their low glycemic index ensures that there are no sugar crashes. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara frequently preferred sweet potatoes to rice, convinced of their gentle nature on the body and their protective qualities. Research from the National Institutes of Health has associated anthocyanin-rich foods, such as Japanese sweet potatoes, with improved blood vessel function, decreased inflammation, and a slower cognitive decline in aging adults. Now, let's meet Paul. At 69, found himself pre-diabetic, fatigued, and frustrated. He had been steering clear of all carbs, even the beneficial ones, but his energy levels were plummeting, and cravings were intensifying. His dietitian suggested he incorporate steamed Japanese sweet potatoes, nothing fried or sugary, just simple and clean. Paul began adding half a cup to his lunch, and within 2 weeks, he noticed a remarkable change. His energy sustained throughout the afternoon, cravings diminished, and his blood sugar stabilized more than it had in months. Here's your takeaway. There's no need to fear carbohydrates. Instead, focus on making wise choices, much like the Japanese. Now, let's explore the final lesson from Japan's oldest doctor. It's not merely sustenance, it's a way of thinking. Let's wrap that up. Before we conclude, there's something that many individuals consider a principle that holds even greater significance than the meals you consume. It's not solely about what fills your plate, but rather the lifestyle you cultivate alongside it. Dr. Hinohara embraced a relaxed approach to nutrition, steering clear of calorie counting or strict macros. Instead, he adhered to a joyful rhythm that contributed to his longevity. Each morning, he started with something akin to miso soup, followed by a walk and some reading. His avoidance of overeating stemmed not from a sense of restriction, but from a deep respect for his body. He opted for stairs over elevators, even in his 90s, maintaining a sense of curiosity. He delivered lectures, authored books, and wore a smile often. He once remarked that to remain youthful, one must find joy in life. Marie, at 71, once fixated on labels, low-carb this, sugar-free that, leading to a constant state of anxiety as she pursued the next guideline. Then she discovered Hinohara, prompting a transformation. She began taking 20-minute walks each morning, savoring her meals more slowly, and dedicating time to afternoon tea simply to breathe. She even nurtured herbs on her windowsill, observing their growth. This newfound rhythm altered everything, revealing that health encompasses not just the physical but also the emotional and mental. As you ponder the foods we've discussed, keep this in mind: don't merely tally protein, cherish quiet mornings. Don't just cut sugar, amplify laughter. Don't solely focus on fixing your diet, nurture your spirit. And if you're uncertain about where to begin, just start. Uncomplicated. Begin with a sense of joy, reminiscent of the doctor who thrived for 105 years, embracing every moment. Next, we'll summarize the 5 guiding principles and explore how to embark on this journey one small step at a time. Let's take a moment to consolidate our thoughts. These strategies are not complex. They are simple adjustments, practiced daily by some of the world's longest-living individuals. Inspired by Japan's oldest physician, here are 5 gentle changes you can implement today. Eat until you're 80% full, as it aids digestion, boosts energy, and promotes longevity. Take a moment to pause before feeling full, and incorporate additional plant-based proteins. Tofu, lentils, and edamame are simple to prepare and gentle on the body. Incorporating fermented foods is beneficial. A spoonful of miso, a slice of pickled vegetable, these are the good bacteria that bolster your gut health and enhance your immunity. Select intelligent carbohydrates such as sweet potatoes, they provide energy rather than deplete it. Embrace a vibrant life, savor simplicity, and let joy shine through your smile. It's more than just nourishment, it's about finding your rhythm. Each of these shifts brings joy to your heart and mind. Your digestion and your independence are intertwined, and the best part is that you don't have to overhaul everything at once. Just begin with one bite, one habit, one breath between spoonfuls. Which one resonates with you today? Share your choice in the comments, it might inspire someone else watching. Up next, we'll reveal a popular health food that's secretly making seniors feel older, not younger. To wrap this up, remember that you don't need a flawless plan to enhance your longevity, just small, steady steps starting today. Try miso, steam a sweet potato, or smile during lunch. These habits accumulate and they matter. This journey isn't solely about adding years to your life, it's about infusing life into your years. Who's joining me? Leave a comment if you're beginning your journey towards longevity. Join us today as we explore a health food that could be accelerating your aging process more than you realize. See you in the next video.